Thank you for taking the time to watch this overview of standards-based grading and reporting. From 2012 to 2014, the District 60 staff researched and prepared for a transition to standards-based grading and reporting. In 2014-15, this was our first year of implementation, where kindergarten through 5th was standards-based and 6th through 8th used both traditional grades as well as a standards report. We received feedback from teachers and parents, and over the summer, the instructional leadership team made some changes to provide more explicit information in terms of reporting progress towards specific skills and standards. We also recognize standards-based grading is different from traditional grading, and we need to work together to bring clarity to the use of standards-based grading. What follows is an overview. It does contain new information from the overview shared last fall, and at the conclusion, there will be information about an additional opportunity to learn more about standards-based grading and reporting. The purpose of a grade is to communicate what a student knows and is able to do as it relates to the learning standards. Grades, proficiency indicators, and report cards are just a few ways to communicate progress towards mastery of the standards. Teachers provide feedback on an ongoing basis, both on classwork and homework. The feedback may be oral, as in a review of assignments or assessments in class, written, as in comments on assignments, and students receive feedback both on an individual basis as well as in small and whole group. There are informal methods used to keep parents informed of student progress towards the academic standards. Some of those options are phone calls, email, observation records, and feedback sheets. There are parent-teacher conferences, online grade reports, progress reports, and the trimester report card that allow us to keep communication flowing towards progress of the standards throughout the school year. So why standards-based grading? It allows for a focus on mastering content standards. It provides a report of what students know and are able to do, and it's a system that informs instruction. What does this look like in the classroom? For each lesson and unit, there are specific content standards that are being addressed. Teachers use both formative and summative assessments to provide feedback on progress towards the learning standards. Formative assessment occurs during teaching and learning and drives instruction. And summative assessment occurs after teaching and after students have had an opportunity to practice the skills. If we use the analogy of a sports team, formative assessment is similar to the practice. During practice, the coach and players engage in skill development and application of the skill. The same is true in school. When students are learning a new skill, they practice, they have guidance from their teacher, they receive feedback, and they also can work in small and whole group. A summative assessment is similar to when a team plays a game. The game shows where the team is at in their application of the skills at that given point in time. The same can be true in school. The team continues to practice and refine and develop new skills, and so do students. It's not a perfect analogy, but hopefully it provides some clarity as to how formative and summative assessments are used in the classroom. Standards-based grading focuses on student performance in relation to the standards set forth by the Illinois State Board of Education. In District 60, student learning skills and habits for excellence are separated from the academic skills and reported separately. By doing so, we provide a much clearer picture on where a student stands in terms of their knowledge of the academic content standards. Progress toward the learning standards are determined through a variety of evidence, including observation, quizzes, projects, assignments, and formative and summative assessment. The K-5 report card provides feedback on progress towards each strand or domain in the content area. Each standard is listed in the gradebook and on the K-5 curriculum guides. Proficiency indicators indicate where the student is in terms of mastery of the standards. The fourth grade teachers have created this visual to explain the proficiency indicators. Students who are emerging are still working to develop and understand the skill independently. They receive additional support such as one-on-one assistance from the teacher or additional directed and guided group opportunities. Students also may receive additional interventions to support their academic growth. Students who are approaching a skill receive additional support through reteaching and small group instruction. Students who demonstrate proficiency on the skills can independently demonstrate those skills with consistency. Students receive enrichment through their classroom teacher once a teacher knows what enrichment is necessary for each particular student. Thank you for listening to this overview, and we hope it provides some clarity as to the district's approach to standards-based grading and the value of receiving feedback on the standards. The PTA is hosting a Community Connections event on November 30th at 6:30 at Westview Hills. The instructional leadership team and administrators will provide more detailed information about standards-based grading and what it looks like in the classroom. Thank you for listening.